Craig is one of the 3 members involved in a PR campaign about sex trafficking. The 3 women are using a podcast to reach listeners across central Illinois to teach them about sex trafficking. Thank you so much for joining us, Carrlee. How are you today?
I am good. How about you?
I'm wonderful. Well, let's get started. Can you give us a short rundown of what the Capstone project is?
Yeah, absolutely. So the PR Capstone, it is a part of the PR major. Every single senior has to take the class, and basically you are tasked with tackling a topic that is prevalent in the central Illinois area, Peoria area more specifically, and you're basically just going to have to find something that is happening in the area and being able to connect a nonprofit organization with a for-profit organization and being able to decide how you want to go about it, whether it be raising awareness, solving the issue, however that might mean, how that comes about in your PR Capstone project.
I see. How did you decide to use a podcast of all forms of media?
Yeah, so it kind of just came down, we were trying to figure out what we wanted to pick for our topic, and we were going through a lot of different ones, and our class has a very wide variety of them. And once we kind of landed on sex trafficking, we kind of knew we wanted to raise awareness. And there's a lot of different things that people do for sex trafficking, trying to raise awareness and getting training, but there's not a lot of modern mediums that you will see this in, because not a lot of people think of sex trafficking as a topic that takes place in central Illinois, or even that it could happen in your backyard, when in reality it's actually very present and it's a really big topic and issue within our community. And so we wanted to be able to reach out to local business owners, because with a lot of these larger corporations, they already have some form of sex trafficking training in place. But with a lot of these local businesses, they just don't, because they don't think of it being something prevalent in their area. So we wanted to be able to give them some kind of modern medium in order for them to be able to listen to this and be able to discuss with their coworkers, and then also hopefully take along with our partners like Center for Prevention of Abuse and Grounds of Grace, and being able to find training going forward every year with them. And so with the podcast, it's just kind of that starting point and a place where they can start the conversation.
I see, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what have you talked about on your podcast?
Oh my goodness, we've talked about a lot. So we have covered a wide range of topics, everything from what is sex trafficking and what that looks like in today's society. Because I know for me, I was thinking, oh, this must be like Taken or something, like it's this crazy, extravagant type of like crime. But in actuality, it can be as simple as a parent trafficking a child, or boyfriending and girlfriending where the significant other is trafficking their significant other. And it can look like so many different things today. So we talk about what that might look like, red flags and hot spots. And we actually were very fortunate to have a survivor come on and tell their story. And we also were able to have a buyer come on, a previous buyer come on and tell their story as well. So we've covered a lot of different things, and there are still more episodes in the works.
Well, you ladies are doing an absolutely fantastic job, and I'm very excited to see how this progresses. This is unfortunately all the time we have for tonight. Thank you again for taking the time to join us and educate us about what you guys are doing. You can listen to their podcast on Spotify, By the Minute, or follow them on their Instagram at By the Minute Pod, or visit the link tree in their Instagram bio. Live from Owen Hall, I'm Olivia Clausen.